The segment is called You Called, and it's brought to you by Playground, your premier gaming destination located just over the Mercier Bridge, only minutes from downtown Montreal. You can call us at 1-888-585-SICK. Agnello, where are we going?
You called. Presented by Playground Poker.
Where are we going exactly? We are going to, why don't we just, we're going to Brock from New Brunswick. Brock, what's going on? Brock, are you there?
Tony.
Hey,
Tony.
Brock, what's going on, my man?
Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, my man. How are you doing?
But hold on a second. Brock, you remind me of my mother in a way that when she calls her cousin in Italy, she screams and she says, "Can you hear me?" And I look at her and I said, Mom, you don't have to speak loud just because it's a long distance call. Yeah. Brock, tell me why. Brock, tell me why exactly.
Canada, my man.
I beg your pardon?
From Canada.
Yeah, you're calling from Canada. Yeah.
Yeah, East Coast, man. Tony, listen.
Yeah.
Listen, that's all I have to say. All I have to say tonight, okay?
Yeah. Now, have you and I spoken in the past or what? What's the story here?
Rebuild, fine. We like it. We like it. Everybody likes it. It's the best thing to say right now. We like it.
Yeah.
What? Come on. Bell Center, opening night. Montreal Canadiens beat the Toronto Maple Leafs. Come on.
Yeah, you know what? I have to admit, as much as I want the
Montreal fan, we love it.
Yeah. As much as I want the rebuild, I have. Oh, but this guy doesn't stop talking. Agnello, where did you find this guy? He hasn't stopped talking.
Hey, Tony, we had 3 friends over. They were Leaf fans. They left.
I don't have friends that are Leafs fans. That's the difference between you and I. You understand? Agnello, where did you find this guy? I tell him we're opening up the phone lines. He puts on a guy who hasn't stopped talking. Brock, have you and I talked before in the past, yes or no?
Honestly, man, probably years ago, but I haven't.
No. There's no probably. When somebody talks to Tony Marinaro, they remember when they talk to him. There's no probably. They probably end up. They probably end up writing it down in their notebook or their memo book. They probably even end up sending themselves a text message or an email saying, "On this day at this time, I talked to Marinaro." You want to know why? Because I'm Montreal Sports Authority. I always was, and I always will be. And guess what? They know it, Brock. I gotta go. This guy doesn't stop talking.
All right.
I have to get rid of this guy. He's still talking. And Yellow, I'm gonna fire you if you don't get rid of this guy, even though you own the company. He's gone. I tell him get rid of this guy, and the guy is still chipping away. Me, afraid the Leafs doesn't give me a chance to talk. Usually when I talk, I get paid. People want to hear me. More I talk, more I get paid. Let's go to Rodney. Rodney's calling from Alaska. Listen to me. This is the Sick Podcast, all right? Somebody called in from New Brunswick, Brock. Now I got Rodney from Alaska. This is the difference between me and all the rest. You understand? I'm cut from a different cloth. I'm a different breed. With me, people call from all over the world. You understand? With the others, they call from their backyard, their basement, their neighbor, the guy across the street, or they don't call at all. Marinaro's the show. People from all over the world talk about me. Rodney, what's going on?
How you doing, buddy?
If you were me, how would you be doing? I work 13 minutes of radio per day, 12 minutes of television, and I get to talk here on the podcast after the Canadiens game. Who's better than me? Nobody.
I'm telling you, that's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
Toronto's even better.
Even better.
Yes, sir. I mean, I feel the same way. I mean, we definitely need to go through a rebuild and everything. And beating Toronto and teams like Boston, those are acceptable. But if we lose otherwise, that's fine. And I'll tell you what, your show is sick, and I love it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You know, I knew it was sick. I knew it was sick when it started. I knew it was going to be sick, and they didn't like it. I don't want to. One day I'm going to talk. One day I'm going to talk. One day I'm going to open up. Different strokes for different folks, different rules. You can't. No, yeah, you can. Nobody listens or nobody wants. Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao.
Hey, you take care, buddy.
Right. See you later. I told him, it's too late. I'm leaving. Ciao, ciao. But I'm still here now. Sick podcast. Where are we going exactly here? Where are we going? We need a monitor so I can know exactly who's calling from where. By the way, I have this space here in my room. I need a TV. I got to give Sony a call. I need a nice projection, a nice TV screen, a nice smart TV screen right up over here. Joe from Ontario. Listen. Brock from New Brunswick. Rodney from Alaska. Joe from Ontario at 1-888-585-7425. Obviously, it's toll free. It's 1-888-585-SICK. Joe, what's going on?
Tony, love your show.
Thank
I watched the game tonight, and I'll tell you, that's entertainment. The young guns were working hard.
Yeah,
and they kept the big guns from Toronto at bay.
Yeah.
I think they're heading in the right direction.
Yeah. No, the game was entertaining. This is what I want, Joe. This is what I want. Give me entertainment. I like people that get me excited about the project. You understand? I've decided for the rest of my life now, time is money, and we don't have a lot of time on our hands. Like, we don't know how much time we have. I want to be entertained for the rest of my life. The boring stuff, I don't want that anymore. Do you understand? I want to have, if I'm going to watch sports, get me excited about the project. The Canadians got me excited tonight. And to the Maple Leafs credit, they opened up the game because they don't know how to play tight hockey. And it was fun. It was fun. And, the Canadians beat the Leafs, and that's always fun. And
No. And when you get a penalty shot, Jake Allen comes up big. And the big penalty kill at the end, this was the kind of thing that makes a Habs fan feel better than they have since the last season.
Yeah. No face-offs for Kirby Dach, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that, so I don't know if his wrist is still hurting him, but they didn't make him take any face-offs. Hey, you know what was cool? Brendan Gallagher is finally healthy, okay? He's got an extra gear. Did you see that? He has...
Oh, my God, that breakaway when he pulled away from those D-men.
When was the last time that Brendan Gallagher pulled away and had an extra gear? Appreciate taking the time to call. Thanks so much, Joe from Ontario. Why don't we show the lineup the Canadians had tonight? For those who missed it and you're just tuning in right now, and by the way, subscribe to the YouTube channel of the Sick Podcast. It's absolutely free. You can't go wrong. Subscribe to our Facebook page. Subscribe to our Twitter handle at the Sick Podcast. And if you subscribe on YouTube the way I told you, you're going to be notified every time we go live. And it's our intention to go live weeknights at 10 p.m. or right after the hockey game was the case tonight. At some point, we might even go on when the hockey game is still on, and I'll have a TV set up, and I'll actually maybe even give you the play-by-play. Why not? Suzuki was in between Caulfield on his left and Josh Anderson on his right. Dach was centering Monahan on his left and Hoffman on his right, but he did not take any faceoffs. Dvorak had Slavkovsky on his left and Gallagher on his right, and Evans was in between Pitlick on his left and Dadonov on his right. On defense, Gouli and Savard, Harris and Kovacevic and Jacky and Weidman. And, of course, Jake Allen was in goal for the Montreal Canadiens. Slavkovsky did not get a lot of ice time. 10:34 was the ice time. No time on the penalty kill. Hey, I trust the Montreal Canadiens that they know what they're doing. And clearly they, their strategy with Slavkovsky is going to be not to give him too much and to just, every 10 games or so, maybe bump him up a good 30 seconds or so. And so with that reasoning, by the end of the year, he'll probably be bumped up 3 or 4 minutes more. And instead of playing 10:34, he might actually get to 14:34 or whatever it is. But he was the one that got the least ice. Maybe I wouldn't say he was uncomfortable, but clearly they thought maybe that, they were better off bringing him slowly, but surely. Nice and slow. See, that's the way. Nice and slow. If you're a fan of the Flintstones, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because I believe that was a term coined in the nice and slow. I don't remember which episode. If you know, you can actually tell me. Now, why don't we open up the phone lines again? Louis Philippe is in Houston. Or is he calling me from, what's the story? What was that? What are you putting up over here? You're bringing us behind the scenes here. You're showing us all our data and stuff. Louis Philippe, is that you?
Oui, Tony. How's it going?
Very good. When you said oui, Tony, veux-tu me parler en français ou quoi?
Hey, ça ferait du bien. Je sais pas si tu peux parler en français or in English. But,
écoute, moi, je suis prêt à parler en français. I'm ready to speak in English. Sono pronto a parlarti in italiano. Me gusta mucho habla español.
Oh, en español, sí. Hey, you know, I tweeted at you the other day saying how great it was to see somebody play, you know, innovate and do a bilingual approach in Montreal. I think that's such an untapped market. Congratulations on getting it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's so much fun. Should have made the move a long time ago. 5 years ago, they approached me. I should have made it then.
Smart business and good for the fans.
Well, it was a smart business for me 5 years ago because I stayed at a loyalty. What a dummy I was.
Well, I moved
working a 3-hour show, prepping for 3 hours, going in an hour and a half early, yada yada yada, doing post-game shows, pipi, papa, mimi, coco. This is the best. 8:05, I'm on the air. I wake up at 7:30. I log on to Zoom at 7:45. I go on at 8:05. At 8:18, I'm off. Boom, that's it. Day of work over.
Yeah.
Who's better than me?
I'm an out-of-towner, and people like you, you know, help us keep attached to Montreal. So anyway, also,
yeah. Anyways, yeah.
Congrats on your boys. I heard your thing on the show yesterday.
Thank you. Yeah, Marco won the Canadian National Championship. He and his team, Club de Soccer Saint Laurent, won the Nationals, and I'm very, very proud of the team. I'm very proud of him. It was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
You know who's got to be really happy tonight is Mr. Jeff Molson. You couldn't
100%.
have asked, if you were Mr. Molson, you couldn't have asked for a better start to a season. They could lose 10 in a row, but now there's buzz, right?
Louis Philippe, this is the template that you want. You want to show your fans, we are going to play this way. You're not always going to win, but you know what? If you play this way, I'll go to your games. I'll buy tickets. This is what I want to see.
And if you're a restaurant owner, you know, you're like, I'm going to Montreal this weekend. We didn't know what to do on Saturday. Heck, I think we might go and, you know, go to a Trois Brassards or a Casual Spar, you know, and go catch.
Whoa. You go to La Cage.
I heard it's really good. So
Montreal's #1 sports bar, La Cage. You tell me where you want to go. You want to go to DeCarry? I'll set it up. You want to go to the Bell Center location? I'll set it up. LaSalle, wherever you want to go, I'll set it up for you. That's the place to go. You come to Montreal, you want to take in the sports, you want to take in the hockey, you go to La Cage. Thanks for calling. I got to go.
You bet.
Louis Philippe from Houston, Joe from Ontario, Rodney from Alaska, Brock from New Brunswick. Well, is everyone moving out of Montreal or what? Oh, we got something. Well, we got somebody. Hold on a second. Giuseppe from RDP. Giuseppe, what's going on? Giuseppe, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Tony. How you doing?
Who's better than me? Nobody.
I'm good, Tony. I'm excited about the game tonight.
Yeah, he asked me how I'm doing, and then he tells me he's good. Giuseppe, how are you exactly?
I'm pretty good, you know.
Yeah, good. I'm happy to hear it, Giuseppe.
Tony, sorry I didn't ask you.
No. It's okay. I'm happy to hear that you're good, Giuseppe.
I'm good, man. I can't complain.
Live from RDP, huh?
Yeah, RDP, you said it.
All kinds, bro.
Tony, do you recognize my voice? I called you on the radio station a couple of times.
Yeah. How many times did you call me at that radio station exactly? Tell me how many times you called.
I got through 2-3 times.
You got through 2 or 3 times. All right. So I was on the air for 20 years. I probably took about 8,000 calls. You got through 2 or 3 times. Of course I recognize your voice, Giuseppe. Why wouldn't I?
I get you, Tony. No problem, man.
Yeah, who are you hanging out with right now? Because I hear someone else in the background. Who are you with exactly?
No, I'm alone. I'm with my dog. My daughter and my wife are sleeping.
Oh, you're with your dog, and your daughter and your wife are sleeping. All right, dog, man's best friend, yeah? Did the dog watch the game with you?
Of course, all the time.
Yeah. Canadians fan your dog or no?
I think so. It's hard to tell, but I think so.
Yeah. Why didn't you? Oh my God! I thought I heard.
Well, Tony, I was excited with the young guys. You know, they impressed me. You know, I wasn't expecting what I saw with, especially with Goulet. Goulet was really, really good.
My God, Goulet's unbelievable. Goulet was unbelievable. Oh, yeah. Do you know what it means to play your first game in the National Hockey League at home versus the Toronto Maple Leafs, the opener, going up against world-class talent like Matthews and Marner and Tavares and Nylander, and playing more minutes than any other player on your team and finishing even and playing almost 4 minutes of penalty kill? Do you know what that means to play the way he played with the calm and poise and the decision-making?
It's really special. I know it's too early to say, you know, it's the first game of the year.
But it doesn't matter that it's too early to say, Giuseppe, just say it. Those who are scared of giving opinions, you know what I mean? Like, I want opinions on the show. You know, like I told you, you reminded me of a young Larry Robinson. He may never come close to Larry Robinson, but I said it anyway because, you know, there's going to be a lot of reaction. People, Marinaro just compared him to Larry Robinson, this and that. And then, you know what? It has people talking. You know what I mean?
Oh, I hope so, man. I loved Larry. Larry was amazing.
Larry Robinson, one of the greatest, if not the greatest defenseman in the history of the Montreal Canadiens. I mean, it's debatable, obviously. Larry Robinson, Doug Harvey, Serge Savard, but Larry Robinson, a different breed. You know what I mean? The big bird.
Yeah.
My father to this day says that the day Larry Robinson gave Dave Schultz a beating was one of the greatest days in my father's life. You remember that fight?
To be honest with you, no, I didn't.
But when you say to be honest with me, prior to me bringing that up, were you not being honest with me, or?
I'm always honest with you.
So why did you have to say to be honest with me? You don't remember? I don't understand.
Because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. Just
well, no, but I don't expect you to lie to me, so you don't have to preface it by saying to be honest. Let's go under the understanding that we're being honest with each other, so we don't have to say it. Back then, there was the Broad Street Bullies. You remember? They won the Stanley Cup in 1974 and 1975. They did it on intimidation hockey. And in 1976, the Canadians wanted to bring an end to that. So they had the likes of the Bouchards, the Lupiens, the Robinsons of this world. Larry Robinson gave Dave Schultz a beating. The Canadians beat the Philadelphia Flyers 4 straight games. Guy Lafleur was unbelievable the way he always has been. The Flower. I have the chair right there. Look, signed by the Flower. God bless him. God rest his soul. We got to go. Giuseppe from RDP. You call me anytime, buddy, all right?
All right. Thanks a lot. Take care, Tony.
All right, okay. I'm Marinaro, and that clip you just watched is from our most recent episode of the Sick Podcast. Once again, follow us on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free, and you'll be notified when we go live. I'm Marinaro. Tell your friends about it. This podcast, like me, is pretty sick.